Season 3 of the most watched Canadian television show in history, Amazing Race Canada, kicks off next Wednesday, but we already know that the very first episode, it will be in Quebec City. We have two of the teams here with us, professional dancers Leilani and Dijon, as well as Canadian pro wrestlers Nick and Matt. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so we are so excited for next Wednesday. We're all seeing the promos now, getting an idea of who some of the teams are. So let's start over here. So you're professional dancers. You were also exes. You dated at one point. Tell me a little bit about why you both wanted to come together and do this.
Wow. Yes, tell us.
Tell us. Deep thoughts.
We've been through stuff, for sure. And I knew when we first met that his mom passed. And when my mom passed away, he was the first person I called. And it put us on a whole new level going through that. So it's not just like exes that are kind of crazy. I mean, we're crazy for still doing it, but it's deeper than just, that.
I knew prior to this that we were very driven and very, very competitive. You know, I'm a freestyle dancer, so I battle and, I'm put in those situations all the time. And I knew Leilani, she has the heart of a lion, you know what I'm saying? So going into this, I knew that we had what it takes, So yeah, I was ready. We were ready.
And you're going to be ready for any dance challenge that comes your way. We know that already.
Man.
You're going to kick butt in that.
We're dancers, so right?
Okay, so Nick and Matt, how do you guys know each other? Pro wrestlers, and how did you come together, and why did you decide that you wanted to be part of Amazing Race Canada?
We've been a team pro wrestling, a tag team for the last, I'd say, about 10 years. We've traveled many hours on the road. We kind of joke that, we've been playing the Amazing Race for the last 10 years. Just, being in the ring and different things that we have to kind of be put up against. So kind of was an easy fit.
Yeah. No, it's just, it's interesting that, like, they're talking about, being dancers. It's how, like, they have that determination and will. And it's the same thing with pro wrestling. Like, it's really not a nice industry to be in. Like, people aren't very nice to you, and you're used to kind of just, like, not taking no for an answer and still just, moving forward when people are telling you you can't, or even when you're telling yourself you can't, you just keep going. So you just take that, similar to the way they take their, the dancing skills, and kind of put it towards something completely different, which is the Amazing Race.
Yeah. Wow, okay, so we're so looking forward to the season. I know you can't give a lot away, but you obviously watched seasons past, so going into this, you had an idea of what to expect. Very different than what you expected, or pretty much met your expectations over here?
Man, wow. Sitting at home, you will never know the intensity of a lot of these challenges. You will never really understand how hard it is. So
you can't really prepare as much as you want to prepare in every way. The things we do, there's no preparation. It's ridiculous.
You guys, what you expected? Easy? Easier, right? Easier.
No, it was way worse than we thought. It was very difficult. And we're not, like, we don't get worked up, and we, like, don't stress out about a lot of things. But I would, like, from go till the pit stop, we were, like, nerves the whole time. I've never experienced anything like that before. It's really intimidating to just know you're trying to complete something that's really difficult, and there's people ahead of you, and there's people behind you trying to get ahead of you, and it's just really frustrating to do all of that at the same time.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
It's the most stressful thing you could ever do. Because I mean, you're under a time limit, and then when you're doing something and someone leaves, you start to panic. Your brain goes crazy. You don't know, like, well, how come I don't have this thing? Like, what's going on? And then you just get silly.
You think the worst right away. Oh my God, they're done.
So do you go in with a strategy? Like, I mean, when we look at, like, Mickey and Pete, they were sort of considered the underdogs. They sort of stayed under the radar. Do you go in with that, or do you go, we're just going to kick butt and win challenges and just make sure that we're always ahead of the pack?
I don't think you ever want to go into this, like, wanting to be the underdog, because that means, you're not there, you're not competing.
Right.
You want to go in and be able to do your best at every challenge and kind of show people why you're there, but it's hard.
I don't think it always turns out that way.
Right.
Kind of unfolds.
Wow. Okay. Well, we are so excited. We want to remind everyone that Amazing Race Canada, it premieres next week, Wednesday on CTV, 9 o'clock. You want to make sure you tune in. And who knows, I could be sitting with one of the winners here. One of the teams could be a winner. I don't know.
You gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
You gotta watch. We'll be back. Do stay with us.
All right.
Not us.